What is up, everybody? Welcome to another Thursday night live stream. My name's Jason. This is just Jason Keto and more. Hope you're all having a good week so far. I've definitely missed you all. It's been pretty much a month since I've been able to live stream between, working late and being sick for 2 or 3 weeks. We've been missing Thursday nights for a while, so happy to be back. Hopefully everyone is doing good on their keto or carnivore or ketovore or proper human diet, whatever you want to call it, kind of thing. Hopefully everyone is doing good so far. We've got through January, which, it can be a pretty tough month kind of thing. I think that's why January is ultimately World Carnivore Month, just to help people sort of get over the indulgence of the holidays kind of thing. So let's take a look, see who is here. Brenda was early in the door. It's good to see Brenda, Loretta, and Jason off grid journey. They're having some internet issues. Hopefully they can pop back in at some point. We've got Lynn's in the house. Michael's here. It's good to see Michael, Matt, and Mouse. Good to see you guys. Yeah, hopefully everyone's, like I said, hopefully everyone's doing good. Yeah, if you can hit the thumbs up, that would definitely be appreciated. Helps the live stream for sure. I think the last live stream I did was, I can't even remember the last one we did. It was a full week before I went out and met up with Kevin from Tuberjat and Scott from Rambling with the Brooms and a few other people. And then, yeah, like I said, got sick for a couple of weeks and sort of it wasn't really like I was super, actually feeling bad. It's just my throat was sore for a couple of weeks there, and I didn't want to talking just irritated it. So that is why I decided to take a couple of weeks off from live streaming kind of thing. P&J's is here. Thanks for sharing the live stream, guys. Definitely appreciate it. Scratch and Pete's in the house. Pete is everywhere, as always. We've got Tiffany here as well. It's good to see you, Tiffany. Thanks for coming to hang out with me tonight. Hopefully I can get through an hour. But we'll see what happens, kind of thing. I've got my coffee here. Got a day off tomorrow, so I don't have to worry about coffee keeping me up tonight. It's always a good thing. So yeah, everybody's saying hi to each other here. So yeah, hopefully everyone is doing good. I don't know, lots going on in the YouTube world, as always, kind of thing. It's good to see everyone sort of keeping up with their YouTube journey. I know how it's sometimes definitely a struggle, definitely a grind. Like Michael says, you got to keep on grinding and sort of, keep putting out there what makes you happy and what you hopefully people want to see, kind of thing. Michelle's here, Brampton Gardener. So Michelle was there when we went to Toronto to meet up with Kevin and Scott, and yeah, that was a lot of fun. Kevin and I both wound up really sick afterwards. I don't know what that's about, but it is what it is. It was a lot of fun. Tiffany was in the kitchen. No problem. Not really too late. We just got started here. Lady Fritzader's here. Thank you for coming by. Hilda DC stopping by. Thank you for coming in. Definitely appreciate it. We were all, a lot of us were over at Kevin's Tuber Chat Connect and Grow today was the 800th episode of Connect and Grow. So we were all hanging out there for 3.5 hours. So it was a great time. I actually won something from Kevin, so I'm excited about that. Probably be looking at doing another giveaway here shortly. I know I've been doing giveaways every 1,000 subscribers kind of thing, but it's kind of the 4,000 subscriber thing just got away from me. So we may have to do a sort of 4,000/5,000 subscriber giveaway. Because we're getting pretty close to the 5,000. Next couple of weeks we should get to that point. So that's definitely exciting. And it's all thanks to the time that you guys spend with me and watching my videos. We've had a couple of the Chaffle videos now that have really taken off and sort of built the channel to where it is today. And I really do appreciate the time that everybody spends watching the videos, being at the premieres, commenting, stuff like that, because that really is what's driving things on this channel. At least that's the way I feel about it. The premieres, the fact that there's so many people that hang out with me when the videos drop on Sundays makes a huge difference. And pushes those videos out to YouTube. And that's sort of why I like to do the premieres every week. I don't know, Jesse, how you find your analytics from the premieres kind of thing, but I find that engagement for the first, hour or two from a premiere definitely helps get the video pushed out to more people. And then it gives it a better chance of getting some real exposure with YouTube. We've had some pretty good luck over here lately. There's been, I think, 6 or 7 Chaffle videos in a row that have gotten at least 1,000 views, which to me is it blows my mind seeing stuff like that. So but again, it's all because of you guys and your support when these videos get released. I truly feel that that's why things have been going so well lately for this channel, is because of the support that you're all giving me. I just hope that I can repay that support, any way that I can, kind of thing. So let's get caught up here. Everyone's saying hi. I just want to make sure. Yeah, 800 episodes of Tuber Chat Connect and Grow is definitely an accomplishment. I joined that channel. I think we were talking about it earlier. It was shortly before his 500th episode, something like that. So it's been there's a lot of connecting and a lot of growing. And, like I said in that live stream, for anyone that saw it, is when I first started hanging out in that community, this channel, I think, was under 500 subscribers. And I was, really not entirely sure I was going to continue to make videos and be on YouTube. But it was after I joined that community that things really started to change once I started connecting with other creators and expanding my sort of network of friends here on YouTube. To me, that has been a huge difference in uh, my journey on YouTube, at least. So, yeah, pretty much feeling better. I don't know. Everybody seems to be sick right now. It's just crazy. Um, Pronounced Brampton. Yeah. Yeah, we're getting there. It's the uh, subscriber count again. I'm not, I do sort of obsess with numbers and stuff like that when it comes to YouTube. So I do watch the subscriber count, and it's funny. It's one of those things that at least with my channel, it's when I release the video on Sunday, it gets a little bit of a boost, and then things slow down, and then the next Sunday things get another boost and all that. But you know, it's one of those things that I hope for everybody to experience on YouTube, because I think lots of creators get that boost eventually on YouTube, and it's such a great feeling. Just ask. I see Kendra's here. Just ask Kendra how how she's feeling about what's going on with her channel at this moment. If you haven't been over there for a couple of weeks, I'd definitely go take a look and see what I'm talking about for sure. Yeah, get almost there, and then it's on to the next 10,000, I guess. But then I'm gonna have to live up to the whole 10,000 subscriber dance video thing, which I don't know. I'll do it. I just don't know how I'm gonna do it. Let's make sure I'm not missing anyone. We've got Ruby from Rushing Wind Mountain is here. It's good to see you. Been going up so quick. Seems like a lot of all of a sudden. Yeah, and that Lynn, that was mostly the garlic butter chaffle video that I put out. That was like 4 or 5 weeks ago now. The one that's, I don't know, it's at 20. What's that one at now? 20 over 23,000 views now. So that video alone added almost 1,000 subscribers to the channel. Plus, there's a couple of other videos like my onion ring chaffle video and a couple other videos that are getting subscribers every day. So everything is sort of building on each other. So yeah, that's what again, I like to do giveaways every 1,000 subscribers, but then 4,000 just came and went so quickly that I didn't even have a chance to do anything. Yeah, views from premieres definitely help for sure. Just making sure we're not missing anything here. I did see Kendra coming in. Yeah, things were kind of, at least with me on YouTube, it was hard for me to sort of figure out what I was going to be doing on YouTube. There's quite a few videos from when I first started that aren't on my channel anymore. And I've changed the name of my channel 4 or 5 times since I started. So it's one of those things where it took me a while to sort of get rolling with what I wanted to do on YouTube. But I was definitely pretty discouraged for a while there. Just like I think anybody, I would be surprised if we didn't all get those feelings once in a while, especially at first. Because we all know how hard it is to get that first 100 subscribers kind of thing. And then, once you get to that point, then you want the 500 and the 1,000 and, and then you want to try and get monetized and stuff like that. So there's always things to strive for. But when things don't, when you wind up in a week losing more subscribers than you gain, it can get pretty depressing as especially if you're putting in what you think is hard work to what you're trying to do. That's why I've always tried to support as many creators as I can, right? Like I've been lucky enough to find something that works for me here on YouTube. It's nothing insanely, successful or anything, but it has started to actually get some traction. So my goal now is to try and help others get that traction, doing what they want to do as well. Patrice L is here. Thank you for coming in. Definitely appreciate it. And there's Kendra. It's good to see you, Kendra. Tried making your latest recipe. They were awesome, but next time I'm going to increase the pepper and garlic to 2 tablespoons. Yeah, and that's great. And that's exactly sort of what my hope is for when you guys try my chaffle recipes. I put out what I put in them, but this is 100% just a suggested kind of thing, because we all have different tastes, right? Like, I probably would have been fine with doubling the amounts of the pepper and the garlic powder as well. But usually with my recipes, I try and stay sort of, in the middle of where people might be. But that's why I try to always make those suggestions that this is just a template, take it, make it your own, add more of this, subtract this if you don't like it. It's just suggestions. Even with this last week, there's been someone, can't remember their name, that's been commenting on a few of the videos, the chaffle videos, about what they would do differently. And they've given me a couple of good ideas of what I want to try next. So, and that sort of thing is what I really enjoy about making these videos, is that it gives me the opportunity to try new things and give you all suggestions as to something that you might like. I don't expect that people are going to like everything that I make. That's just the nature of the way recipes are, right? So, but it can at least give you a starting point to try things. Henry's in the house. Good to see you. Thank you for coming by. Bonnie's here. It's good to see you, Bonnie. Thanks for coming in. Bonnie's over from Ketogenic Woman's Community. Great bunch of people over there. Chaffles Remixed channel. That would be interesting for sure. Carrie's here. Thank you for coming in, Carrie. Everyone's saying hi to each other. Yes, Kendra is on a tear. Just to put it in perspective, 3 weeks ago now, I don't know, Rochelle, if you can I think it was just sort of 3 weeks ago when we went out for that dinner in Toronto, is when Kendra's channel started to really start to move, and she had a video that took off, kind of thing. And I think, Kendra, you were at 1,600 subscribers not too long before that. And now, last I looked, she was almost at 7,300 subscribers. So that's what can happen. I keep saying to people, that's what can happen in a real hurry on YouTube. It's sometimes it's scary, you know, once you get that kind of attention on YouTube, the only problem, and I guess it's a nice problem to have, is now you're like, oh, okay, well, now I have to really buckle down and sort of make a serious, you know, effort. Not that we all aren't already, but it's one of those things where, you can blow up overnight, and then you're like, okay, well, now my next video, now you feel like your next video has to sort of support that growth that you've had, kind of thing. So I feel it every week. Stresses me out completely. Trying to come up with new chaffle recipes every week, but it's a good stress. I enjoy it. So what's Carrie got for us this week? Why did the frozen yogurt bring a spoon to the party? Because it wanted to dish out some fun. There we go. For my 10K dance, yeah, that'll be funny. You don't really want to see that. It's not going to be pretty. It'll be something, but it's not going to be pretty for sure. Made a garlic butter chaffles for a friend as a chaffle intro, and now he's got his own device and is off to the races. Nice. There you go. Another person pulled into the chaffle family for sure. Yeah, 23,000 views. Again, it's one of those things where, as a creator, it's just mind blowing. Like, it's just such a crazy feeling to have things like that. And that video is not actually even my most viewed video. I have my onion ring chaffle video from the summer is almost at 34,000 views now. But it's one of those videos that it's my most viewed video, ongoing kind of thing. It's basically what you call evergreen content, is it just keeps sort of rolling. And, I don't get massive views off of it. Like, it's 100 views a day or something like that. But it's one of those things that is always getting views. But I've had that feeling a couple of times of a video just blowing up and going crazy. And believe me, it's one of those things that, I'll do whatever I can to get other people or other creators to have that experience as well, because it makes it all worthwhile for sure. D-Dog's in the house. Good to see you. Great content over there. Some up north off-grid living. I'm out of practice. The thought of setting up the camera seems daunting now. Yeah, I hear you. That's why I sort of took some time, or I like in the past, setting up this sort of setup for my live streams and things. So I've got a camera that's fixed mounted, like my DSLR camera is fixed mounted, and I've got my light boxes, and I've got 2 screens to work with, kind of thing, and my my microphone and things like that. So basically it's a set it and forget it, turn it on when I need it, make sure I come down the day before a live stream kind of thing, turn everything on, make sure it works. And then for doing my videos, I just use my GoPro. That's what I make all my actual videos with. So, and it's completely portable. Like you see, it's got a clamp on it. So the way when you see my videos of me making the chaffles, basically this is clamped onto my counter, and then it's just everything's in front of me kind of thing. Definitely getting into my season, so it's yep, for sure. This will be your season coming up. Absolutely. It's definitely it's hard not to get discouraged here and there when you're so passionate and not much seems to be happening. Yep. Yeah, and like I've said to you a couple of times, Kendra, I think the the big thing you have to remember as a creator is you need to be making content for other people. Like it's kind of hard to explain, but like I've said before, if you're being of service to others, that's when things will come back to you, especially on YouTube. The making content that can help others through their day, whether it's inspirational content or, like the homesteading content with that we have here, there's such a different mix of people here, but we're all sort of creating content that can help others. And I think that's why we're all being successful with what we do. If all you're doing is creating content for you, unfortunately it will show. And that's I don't think that's the right way to go about it. But again, I think you're right, Kendra. There's always discouraging points. Even I still have times where I'm discouraged with, well, why didn't this video do as good as I thought it was going to do? And, I guess a lot of that comes from having videos do really well that you don't expect to do well. You think, oh, well, this isn't really that good of a video. And, all of a sudden it's getting thousands of views and you just don't know why, but then you do something that you think is going to be really popular and it tanks. So, but that's just part of being a creator, I guess. You just have to take the good with the bad. So thank you for that. I definitely appreciate it. It's one of those things where, I really appreciate that so many people have joined me on this journey with this YouTube channel. Um, it's it is overwhelming sometimes, to think that there are people out there that enjoy what you're putting out there. We've all been at that point where we've done live streams and there's been one person to talk to, kind of thing. And then we look over and, 4 years, 5 years later, we've got 25 people hanging out in a live stream. So all I can say is that I appreciate everything that all of you, or any of the time that you spend watching my videos, commenting, being in live streams. Because if it wasn't for you guys, there's no, there would be no channel. So what do we got? YouTube is definitely an interesting hobby. I was so happy to get my first hate comment, and then yeah, that's pretty much it. Like once you get dislikes and thumbs downs and nasty comments, you do know that you've made something anyways. But like it's all part of taking the good with the bad, or the bad with the good, sort of thing. So Fever Dream Animations here. Good to see you. Thank you for coming in. Yes, it's very true. Val from on vacation in Cancun. Nice and warm down there, I'm assuming. It was just rotten here today. Not super cold, but windy and damp and bleh. And Jason Off Grid are back. Thank you for coming back by. Hopefully your internet is stabilized for the meantime. Kimchi and green onion chaffle. Maybe. I've thought about doing a kimchi chaffle before. I eat kimchi almost every day. I eat either kimchi or sauerkraut or fermented mustard or something like that every day. I guess ultimately I'm just not sure how the kimchi itself would turn out in a chaffle batter. Yeah, but it's not wouldn't be a bad experiment, I guess. I love me some really spicy kimchi. Like that would probably, if it would cook properly in a chaffle, I'm guessing that would really turn out good. Yeah, Loretta got a new tattoo. Very Canadian of you, eh? So hopefully that's healing up good. Like a bad rug burn. Yep, for sure. You couldn't really buy groceries. They got lots of chicken leg quarters. Couldn't find the dimes. I had 40 pounds of leg quarters with coffee and pork rinds and pork cracklings. Hey, yeah, it's there's definitely some substantial things there for sure. Carrie, what do we got here? Yes, she did get a tattoo for sure. Are you not watching my videos? Oh, that's funny. There was a short. Yep. How did I miss that? And they're going to look for it. Yeah, that's all. Weren't we? Yes, we were, Jesse. We were talking about Kendra hitting 5,000 subscribers on Tuesday, and now she's almost at 7,500. It is crazy for sure. I don't know. For some reason, some shorts don't get many views. None of my shorts get views. They used to. It is just crazy. Yeah, don't forget about us, Kendra. That's for sure. You were saying after having a video blow up, I feel like I need to pay more attention than ever to what I'm saying. Got so many questions in that video. Understand the pressure. Yeah. And I think it's a good pressure overall when you have something that does well as a creator, because it sort of makes you think and, spend a little bit more time getting coming up with the quality content that you want to put out there. I guess that is definitely a big part of the struggle too, though, because half the time, like I was saying, the videos that go crazy, it's not like you're doing anything different. It's not like my 23,000 view chaffle video had any sort of fancy editing. Well, I guess technically that video was one of the first videos I put out using a new editing software. But other than that, it was, I filmed it the same way as I always do. And, there wasn't really anything special about it. But it's just one of those things where it was the right time and YouTube thought it was worth, pushing out. So, but then the pressure's on. What do you do next week? What do you do to try and get, what do you do to try and continue that sort of, or continue to ride that wave, and then you find yourself trying to overthink things and, so I don't know. I don't really even know what I'm trying to say here anymore. Yes, good kind of pressure for sure. Yeah, Jesse's doing awesome. Must be a good feeling. We have some good videos or views, but we can't even watching it. Yeah. And that's again, that's the first time it happened for me was like, whoa, what's going on here? Like, why am I, you know, the first video that I had get a lot of, like I have a video from 3 years ago from when I put together a barbecue that, over time got a lot of views. But wasn't till earlier this summer with the onion ring chaffle video where it wound up getting 15, 20,000 views in a week. That kind of attention on YouTube when you're not used to it is just crazy because obviously when with view counts like that, then you have to, I like to respond to every comment on my videos. But when you wind up with, 200 comments on a video that you have to try and respond to, it's like, I can understand how bigger channels don't keep up. So Jesse is amazing. Absolutely. Together We Travel is in the house. Thank you for coming by. Your videos, Jesse. Every time I cast your videos to the TV, the kids walk by and then seem just to pause. Yep, for sure. Having my circle of doom. Oh no. We had a video blow up and gathered 160,000 views. It was a departure from our normal videos and done with no music or voiceover. Yep. Well, and that's, again, we all sort of get to that point where we have something that works and we, my weekly chaffle video sort of schedule started just around when that first video took off. So that's why I've tried to stay consistent. One video a week released at the same time, same day kind of thing. And then doing live streams as much as I can kind of thing. Just trying to stay consistent. I think ultimately that's where how things progress on YouTube is that once you can get to that point of consistency is when things really change. It is awesome. That's, seeing that kind of view count on a video. Again, it's one of those things that I hope for every creator out there to experience, and I think and I feel like everybody can have that experience. If we're just consistent, we're always trying to put out the best content that we can kind of thing. And sort of it'll come for all of us eventually. Didn't you want to say in a live, you can practice going live, but it's not live. It's unlisted practice. Yep. Yeah. You can set up a live stream as private or unlisted. And then you can go and, and I've done it when I'm trying to mess around with my settings on my camera here and some lighting and stuff like that. So you can go live and then you can just talk to the camera for 10 minutes and then stop the live stream. And then you can go in and you can watch it and see how things look. Then you can make some changes, stuff like that. So yeah, you can definitely just do them as private. And you can even, if you want, you can share the link for that private live stream out with, one or two other people to come hang out, just so you can do some testing and ask questions and bounce things off people. So if you ever want to give it a try, just let me know. It's pretty straight. It's pretty simple. Instead of choosing public, you just choose private when you're setting it up. So any plans doing coming on? I know it's been kind of sick. I might be able to do one next Wednesday. I have to find out kind of thing. Maybe I'll let you know. I definitely want to do it again. It's fun. It's just need to have some time by myself in the house kind of thing, which is usually on a Wednesday night. But let me find out about next Wednesday, and we'll see if we can come up with something. Woman Blazing Trails, thank you for coming by. Didn't miss too much. We're just hanging out, catching up. Been sick for a couple of weeks, and missed like a month of live streams. So just wanted to catch up and make sure everyone's still doing good. We got through January into February. It'll, we're a quarter of the way through February too. So yes, that is awesome for sure. Yes, creator struggles. If anyone wants to, drop a link for your channel, just type #Thrive in the chat there, and Nightbot will drop a link to your channel so we can all connect and get to know each other. Like I was saying earlier, I attribute most of my success here on YouTube to getting to know people like Scratch and Pete here, Ruby, Paul and Jason, Loretta and Jason, and Jesse, and all of these people that I've met on YouTube as creators. 99.9% of them are in completely different places on YouTube than I am as far as content goes, right? I'm majority of what I do is just, healthy living and eating stuff. I throw in the odd product review and stuff like that. Or if we're going somewhere, I'll try and do some crappy little vlog and throw it up there. But getting to know other people, networking with other creators, supporting other creators, getting support back from those creators. That's what I think has been the biggest thing that has helped grow this channel. So, and I know a lot of other people feel the same way. So it ain't easy being cheesy. Indeed. Maybe you should do a bunch of clickbait. Those channels seem, I know. There is lots of clickbait I could be doing, but to be honest with you, I just don't, I don't know. I'm not very good at that kind of video anyways. So even if I was sort of wanted to jump on some trending topics and stuff like that, it's just not what I'm good at. That's why I stick to what sort of works with what I do. Live streams, I'm completely comfortable talking to all of you on a live stream, or doing a one-on-one or a panel on StreamYard. But making videos about topics, like I'm even sitting on and I'm still going to do a video about it. I got some of this insalted electrolyte mix here. I got this from Kevin at Tuber Chat. He picked up this sample pack and he doesn't like it too much. And I'm going to do a review of this, and I'm going to include a test for maltodextrin in it in that video. I know that's a clickbaity kind of video, but I want to put something out about a new product that's being pushed in Canada kind of thing. I did reach out to the company to ask them what their ingredients are, and they never responded. So we're going to find out in a video altogether. So, and I'd like to try it, if it's a good product and it tastes good, that's great. I'm all for good products that, that are worth promoting out there. So I really do hope we all have a chance to buy your Chavia. I doubt it, but It'd be interesting. I'm still, I still have a plan of putting out my cookbook this year. I have committed to releasing. It's going to be 50 chaffle recipes in my cookbook this year. So that's sort of the goal that I set for myself. Get it out there. It's not going to be super fancy or, and it's probably just going to be a electronic file. What do you call it? An ebook kind of thing. It's not something I can really afford to, have printed. I may print some copies that I'm going to be sending to certain people, but for the most part, if you wanted to purchase it, it's going to be pretty cheap and it's just going to be an ebook. So that's the big thing that I'm trying to come up with. As far as it being in a store, it's one of those things where I don't know, maybe it's something that would be popular. I don't know. It's kind of, I feel like ultimately I'm not the only one, but really aren't even that many people that are doing chaffle videos on YouTube anymore. So I do think that craze has kind of had its time, but I'm doing my best to keep it alive. Let's just put it that way. Last week I had to put on fans. This week have been in the low 80s. Crazy. Yeah, weather's kind of nuts. I don't know if that's supposed to be squid chaffle. It would be interesting though, for sure. Mince it up, make it spicy, make a spicy peanut dip for it. And that sounds good for sure. My latest viral video I did off the cuff in my jammies, bedhead, and hardly put any effort into it. Exactly. That's exactly what I'm saying is you don't know. That's why you have to, if you got an idea for a video, just do it. Do the best you can. Put it out there. You just never know what's going to happen, right? Cool. Yeah. Like I say, it'd be nice to, I don't know. I don't know where to take the whole thing, other than having a cookbook of chaffles, to put out there. I don't know, what the future of the whole chaffle thing holds. As far as I know, or as far as I feel, I'm going to continue trying to come up with new recipes every week and, new uses for chaffles. And I guess we'll see where it takes me. I find the less effort and thought I put in, the better it does. Yep, for sure. I can definitely, relate to that. So here's Kevin from Tuber Chat. It's good to see you, Kevin. Thanks for coming in. Appreciate the 3.5 hours you put in earlier for your 800 episode celebration. It was a lot of fun. A lot of people went through that live stream tonight. That's for sure. It's weird. I've done tons of skits. Why did that one in particular skit happen to get so many views? YouTube is weird, and that's what I'm trying to say is to everybody is that you just never know. But once you get that one video, it really does seem to snowball into other videos doing well. They may not do as well as the viral video, so to speak, but looking at Kendra's last 5 videos or 5 or 6 videos over there, just ever since the one she's talking about went, got a bunch of views. Now it's like every video that she's putting out is sort of maintaining that momentum, which is sort of what we all need to strive for with our content, I guess. Kevin's been a member for 2 months. Thank you for that, Kevin. It looks like Kevin gifted a membership as well, which I believe Paula and Jason picked up. So that's amazing. Welcome, Paula and Jason. Definitely appreciate that, Kevin. Everyone's dropping their link. Yeah, if you want to drop your channel link, it's just #Thrive and Nightbot will do that for you. And I would definitely suggest connecting with everybody here. We're all a bunch of great people here, and the the support that comes back from everybody here is just amazing. Again, I truly feel that's why we're all doing as well as we are, is that we're all just a great big group of people that are supporting each other. And I don't feel bad about what we get talking about here. As far as, focusing a lot on the whole YouTube part of what I do here. I sometimes feel bad that people might get bored hearing about stuff like this. But it's kind of overall, I think it's what allows us to get out and help as many people as possible, because you've probably heard, if you've been watching for any length of time here, you've heard me say that that's why I'm here. The only reason I'm on YouTube is because I learned something starting keto 5 years ago, 6 years ago, and I'm here to share that with everybody else, and growing the channel to a spot where we're reaching as many people as we are. That just makes me want to double down and reach to even more people, because that's the more people we can help, the better. Even if we change someone's thinking about the way they eat and they live once a month, that's all that really matters to me. Tinker with your shredded chicken chaffle. Yeah, want to use Carolina Reaper cheese, hot buffalo sauce, diced jalapenos, and diced bacon. Oh my goodness. That sounds kind of spicy, but it does sound really good. Consistency is very important. Absolutely, Thompson. That's sort of where another place where it's really where things from my channel really started to get momentum is when I said, forget just releasing stuff when it's ready, which I like to do. I like doing a recipe, making some chaffles, coming down here, editing it, doing some voiceover, making a thumbnail, and then just posting it. I enjoy that, but I also have found that, if you can hold off and release your videos at specific times and days each week, I think that is more beneficial to the channel. So that's definitely where I've come down on things like that. So that's why I don't really typically get any sort of spontaneous videos from me. If there's something weird going on or something special like unboxings or something like that, that'll come not on a scheduled time, but my weekly recipe videos are at the same time every week. So Michael grows Reapers. I've got some Carolina Reaper salsa that's really good, but holy cow, is it spicy. Yes, that does sound good. Thank you for that, Pete. If you can hit the thumbs up, definitely appreciated. I'm way behind on the chat here. I want to make sure I'm not missing anything. Community and friendship. Yes, I agree, Paula. Everybody here is just amazing. The friends that I've made in the keto community, they're all amazing people. friends I've made in the YouTube community. Everybody's been so supportive, and I love seeing us all supporting each other, right? Because that's how we all grow. So, Bud Files in the house. Good to see you. Thank you for coming by. Scully Pop is here. Thanks for catching the live stream. Definitely appreciate it. We've got Gloria's Platter in the house. That's twice I've seen you today, Gloria. Thank you for coming over. Yeah, of course, I saw a lot of people here for 3.5 hours over at Tuber Chat. But definitely appreciate everybody, any time that you could spend with me tonight. Was definitely not sure what to talk about after being off for not having a live stream for a month kind of thing. So I'm assuming you're talking about the review video here. I definitely want to check it out. They've got some interesting ingredients, but the problem with the ingredients, as usual, is that one of them is natural flavors. So got to find out what those natural flavors are. Are they hiding something in there? We'll find out, kind of thing. And then because price-wise, again, I'd like to try them just for the taste as well, to see if they're salty enough as an electrolyte mix kind of thing, if they taste good enough. The price is really good for us in Canada, which is one of the things we're always dealing with here, is trying to get good quality products here in Canada that aren't super expensive. So yes, congratulations on your 800th episode, Kevin. Test the product. We have a saying in IT: trust but verify. Yes. So yeah, like we all know what happened with the natural flavors in other products this summer. So, and again, I asked the company, I sent them a direct message and gave them the opportunity to tell me if there was certain ingredients in their natural flavors, and they decided not to respond to that request. So, like I say, we're going to find out one way or the other. My hope is that there's no maltodextrin in it. That would be amazing. Then I could say, I don't know all the ingredients, but at least it seems to be clean enough that, and again, I'm not against Element either. I still use it. I still have some. My only problem with it from the beginning, and this is, I think, the way Dustin from Keto Simple probably feels, is their lack of transparency around the whole thing. That's the only issue I ever have with it. So, speaking of which, I'm sitting in a van waiting to find out what's going on at work. Oh, that's crazy. Everyone's saying hi. Get Dash to make it Jason Keto Special Edition. That would be interesting. I did reach out to Dash just as a, hey, let's see what happens, to see if they wanted to do any kind of ambassador kind of thing. Never heard back from them though. So I do have my first, I'll put it out there. I do have my first sort of sponsored product review that should be coming up. I'm still waiting for the actual product to arrive. I had a company reach out to me. They want to send me an appliance to test out and, do a video about. So that's exciting, I guess, getting free stuff just to do a review. And I've seen other reviews of this product, so it's something that I'm looking forward to reviewing, let's just say. Thank you for that, Gloria. I'm just emotionally preparing for the fall. Yeah, I don't think that'll happen, Kendra, but I get you. It's one of those things where things just go crazy and you're just expecting it to for something bad to happen. What do we got? The train engine parked next to me is nice and loud, no doubt. Yes, stop it, Kendra. You'll be fine. Like I was telling you earlier, you may see a dip at some point, but I think at this point you're probably going to just continue to ride whatever is going on. So just sit back, enjoy it. Have fun with your videos. All of your content is fun, which I think is part of what is pushing your channel, is because what you do is you always look like you're having fun. Like those skits that you do, as I could never do anything like that. There's just absolutely no way. But you have fun with it. You throw in your bloopers. I think that's probably what is actually making the difference for you. Talking to Paula. Need to shower. Cool. Take care, Gloria. Thank you for coming in. You fell down. What's that about? Dustin's going to be giving away a 4x square dash waffle maker when you hit 6K. Cool. I'll be sure to watch out for that. That for the one that makes 4 at a time. I definitely suggest that for anyone that's kind of on the fence. Like the Dash Minis are good. They make good size buns and stuff like that. But if you're making them if you have to make multiple, then it can definitely take longer to do it that way. Thanks for coming by, Thompson. Definitely appreciate you being here. Check the goods. See you later. Thanks for coming by, Scully. Appreciate your time. Find that real life gets in the way of consistency, but it's really something that I need to focus on. Absolutely. And that's always been my strive, or what I hope to do, and get to a point where real life may get in the way, but I have something ready to go that can handle taking up that time. Like if I could just get 3 or 4 weeks ahead with my content, ultimately that's where I'd like to be, for sure. Let's make sure we're not missing everything. Community is everything. Natural flavor, beaver butt. Yeah. Imitation. 5'9", 54-year-old mom of 6 kids, and I'm at 300 pounds. I've gained weight in my last 10 years, was 170. I've tried keto before and gained weight. Yeah, I don't know if anyone else has sort of responded, Toby. It's one of those things where it all depends on sort of what you're trying to accomplish. There are a few TDEE, total daily energy expenditure calculators out there that might be able to help come up with some guidelines for you. I've always sort of been of the thought that you have to focus on protein first. You're trying to ultimately try and get 1 gram of protein for every pound of ideal body weight that you want. So let's say 170 is your ideal body weight, or that's where you want to be. Prioritizing getting 170 grams of protein per day is the place to start. And then the fat is what will maintain your energy throughout the day. So that's, unfortunately, that part is where you have to try and get enough fat in to have enough energy to get you through the day, and try and tweak that up and down. Like if you've got a fair bit of weight that you can lose, you may not have to have as much dietary fat, right? Um, One thing I can suggest, and thank you for being here and thank you for asking your questions. But one thing I would suggest, and I don't know if Bonnie's still here in the background, but there is, if you want to check out, let me get a link for her channel here. If you are not connected with Ketogenic Woman yet, she's got a great community over there, and she's probably better at answering questions like this. And if she has a live stream every Sunday night as well, let me just put this link in the chat there with links to the calculators and all that stuff that might make it easier for you. So again, it's one of those things where it's kind of hard to say exactly what your macros should be. But again, I've always thought it's wise to focus on the protein first. And then you just have to try and adjust your fat intake so that you're not feeling, tired at the end of the day and not eating too much fat that your calories are way over where they need to be. And then of course your hormones are going to try and get in the way of everything. Just like Rochelle's saying here, they're not going to play nice, unfortunately. But again, I'm definitely not an expert on this part of keto. But if you want to check out Anita over at Ketogenic Woman, I would definitely suggest going over there. I'm there every Sunday night as well. There's routinely 200 people over there that can help answer your question and support you. In fact, did you get any kind of response at all from that electrolyte company? Says, yeah, I know, unfortunately. And that could be it too. But if they're going to have the ability to send them messages, they should respond. That's just my personal thought on it. If you're not going to have people manning the message system, don't have a message system. It's pretty simple. Toby, I recently learned I'm in menopause and the normal keto way I was eating stopped really having an effect on my weight. To make some adjustments. Yeah. Like I say, hormones are just going to completely mess things up and make all sorts of, things difficult. Yes, they should, for sure. Coffee walks and whatever's here. It's good to see you. Thank you for coming by. Yeah, I think she talked about that in her last video. But yeah, you're right, Retta, for sure. Ace Flaw, Andy's here. Good to see you, Andy. Thanks for coming by. Everyone's saying hi here. Living large with L Crew. Thank you for coming in. Appreciate you being here. Yeah. Like I say, the bigger dash units, they're I enjoy the smaller minis because I don't have a ton of room to work with, but they're definitely good units for sure. My next ones will be, I want to get the one with the removable plates. Makes it easier to clean. So must have missed that one. I was trying to catch up. Yeah. Ren is a powerhouse of energy. Yes. Yes. When I first started YouTube, I have videos up and ready to be released a couple of weeks in advance. I can't seem to accomplish the same thing now. Yeah, I hear you. Let's see if we can get caught up here. Feel that back then it was easy to throw anything up there. Yeah, for sure. Okay, I think everyone's just saying hi. Andy, if you want to drop your channel link, just type hashtag Thrive in the chat. Nightbot will drop your link for you. Doing 3 hours tonight? No, we aren't. I can already feel my voice starting to bother me. So we'll probably wrap things up. We're at the end of the chat here. So been a great chat tonight. Hopefully people didn't get too bored talking about what we did. Again, I do apologize that half the time on these live chats, they sort of get into more of a YouTube focused thing. And, not necessarily all about keto Q&As and stuff like that. And I do apologize, Toby, that I couldn't answer your question better. Hopefully you can come over and hang out with Anita. She's definitely a good source of information in a live chat where you can actually get some good information. There's other places out there like Dr. Ken Berry, his channel. Problem is that there's no way you can ever get a question answered on his live chats because there's 6,000 people there trying to get their question answered. So we head over to Anita's live chat. Every question every week gets answered, with a better answer than I can usually give you, unfortunately. So yep, it was great to see you all tonight. Definitely try to be here next week. I will look into whether or not I can do a live cook along next Wednesday night. If it's going to be something I can pull off, I'll put something in the community tab or the post tab, whatever they're calling it these days. I don't know, but I'll put a post up about it, and we'll come up with something we can all cook live, or or I can cook live and we'll just hang out kind of thing. So that's about it. I've got some interesting ideas for chaffles this week, so watch out for that Sunday at 5 p.m. Eastern, as usual. That's about it. Hope you all have a good weekend. We'll see you Sunday for the weekly recipe video, and we'll be back here next Thursday at 7:30 p.m. Eastern. Keep on thriving, my friends.